signs, all placements for October 25th, 2025, or when you see or hear this message is when you're meant to receive it. I'm going to pull a card from What's the Tea to get an overall vibe, maybe also a What's the Vibe Oracle card, and then I'll pull some tarot from the Light Seers Tarot to get an overall message. This will be a general reading for all signs, all placements for the day or when you see or hear this reading. So let's pull a card from What's the Tea Oracle deck first, and then I'll pull a card from What's the Vibe, and then we'll see what the tarot have to say. Oh, my card's got a little shuffle there. All right, I hope that you're all doing well. Let's call in spirit before we begin. Okay, so hopefully that opened up the third eye here. Angels, guides, ancestors. What is the most important message for the collective? All signs, all placements. October 25th, 2025, 2525. That's way too many. What's the tea for the day, please, for all signs, all placements? What is the tea for the day? All signs, all placements, please, Spirit. Most important message for the collective. Okay, a couple here, but we'll take two. So we have bad habits, drugs, addictions, and toxicities, and something that's unfazed. Somebody's unfazed by their bad habits, perhaps. Let's pull What's the Vibe? Angels, guides, ancestors, what is the vibe for the collective? All signs, all placements for the collective, please, for October 25th, 2025, or when my viewers see this reading. What is the vibe? Okay. So it's a little bit of a heavy energy today. So we've got suffering and silence, unspoken desires, real feelings, broken dreams. Somebody within your circle or you is suffering in silence. They may be picking up some bad habits. It doesn't have to be drugs, but it could be something of an addiction. So picking up bad habits, they're unfazed by what they're actually doing to themselves because they have these unspoken desires, feel real feelings, and have broken dreams because of something that has happened. They are not acting like themselves, is what I'm picking up. You may not be acting like yourself. You could be suffering in silence. You could be turning to bad habits instead of dealing with your unspoken desires, your feelings, and your broken dreams. Let's pull some tarot here. Feel free to fast forward through the shuffling if you want. Angels, guides, ancestors, most important message for the collective, all signs, all placements, October 25th, 2025, please. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Seven of Swords. Most important message for the collective, please, Spirit. Message for the collective. Eight of Wands. Right away I'm feeling, Right away, I'm feeling like you're going to be getting a message about somebody that's suffering in silence, perhaps. It could be you too. There could be some type of message that's coming in, or somebody could be traveling towards you. But I feel like with the Page of Cups and the Eight of Wands here, there's a message coming in. The overall energy is the Ace of Swords. I feel like this is mental energy. With it being the Ace of Swords, it feels like there could be some type of determination in order to help this person who's suffering in silence, or determination to not let this person bother you. This could also be you, that you could be suffering in silence because you have unspoken desires. There's some type of determination within the collective energy in order to move past this phase. For most of you, I feel like you're dealing with somebody that's like this. You're determined not to let this person influence you. This person that is suffering in silence, somebody that has unspoken desires, has some real feelings, broken dreams. They're acting unfazed by what they're doing, picking up bad habits, acting the way that they are. I feel like that is what the collective is, and you're determined not to let this situation bring you down, knowing what's going on with this person. Whether this is an ex-partner, a child of yours, a friend of yours, whatever this is, you're determined not to let this bring you down. Somebody, and it doesn't have to be drugs or toxics. Somebody has picked up bad habits, or somebody, it could be drinking a lot. They're unfazed by their behavior. But they're suffering in silence, and they're numbing their pain. This could also be you. And it could be that you're determined to just numb your pain and suffer in silence, and you don't want to let people know. But I feel like it's the other way. It feels like you're dealing with somebody that's like this. And you're determined not to let this bother you or upset your situation or your home life. We have the Page of Cups here. As I said, it feels like there could be a message coming in about this. We'll go back and clarify if you're new here. So know that I always go back and clarify. With the Page of Cups, it feels like you could be reflecting or showing compassion towards this person that's going through this. Reflecting back to, really thinking about them. You could be saying to yourself, they'll never see what they're doing wrong when pigs fly. In other words, you're thinking when pigs fly, they will stop these bad habits or act differently. But you could have some compassion towards them. You could be sending them a message, showing compassion towards them. We have the Seven of Swords here in the reverse position as well. The Seven of Swords being reversed, it feels like you may want to give them advice. So you may be reaching out to them to give them advice, but they're unfazed by what you're saying. There could be a determination in order to try to get to them, in order to let them know that you feel compassion for them. But I feel like you could be trying to give them some strong advice, like don't go down this path. You don't want to go down this path. You're determined to try to pull them out of this. But I also feel that you're determined to try to keep your environment safe and peaceful from this situation. But you want to let them know that you have compassion towards whatever that they're going through. With the Eight of Wands here, I definitely feel like there's some type of message that's coming in, or some type of decision that needs to be made, or some type of delivery of news about this person or situation. We'll go back and clarify. With the World card here, there is a completion. Something has come to an ending or a completion with the World card here. This may have been what this person was suffering with. They got news of an ending. The World card, I mean, this is a completion of some type of, hard-fought victory. This is a successful outcome over adversity. Something has come to an end. Let's go back and clarify, because it's a little bit all over the place. And I'm kind of like feeling what this is about. I feel it inside. Like something has happened and this person is numbing themselves from their real feelings. This could be you. Maybe you got a message and there was some type of ending here. You may be turning to bad habits to numb yourself so you're unfazed by the broken dreams. Please clarify the Page of Cups. But there's some type of determination. That's the overall feeling, is the determination that you feel in order to succeed. Please clarify the Page of Cups, please, Spirit. We have the Page of Wands. Please clarify the Seven of Swords. The Ten of Swords. Please clarify the Eight of Wands. We have the King of Wands, and please clarify the World. We have the Eight of Cups. Back of the deck, we have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse position. Okay. So we have the Page of Wands that's clarifying the Page of Cups. So you could be thinking creatively in how to show this person more compassion. You may be determined to show them compassion. You may be thinking creatively Let's pull one more for this. It's a little confusing. Who is this person, this Page of Cups? Who is this? We have the Six of Cups. Okay. There's a new person, or this could be... If you are the one that is going through some type of broken dream here, feeling your feels, suffering in silence, kind of turning to some bad habits in order to numb yourself through the pain that you're going through, there could be a new person that's coming in and showing you in a creative way some compassion. Maybe writing you a song, maybe giving you a gift, flowers, something like that. There could be this. This could also be you, that you're doing this in order to make this person feel like you're giving them compassion. So you may be thinking creatively about doing something new for this person in order to show them compassion. So take what resonates here. Perhaps you're determined to show them your compassion. This could also be you, that you are having broken dreams, real feelings, turning to bad habits to numb yourself. And there could be somebody new that's coming in that's going to show you in a creative way some compassion. We have the Ten of Swords. That's clarifying the Seven of Swords. This is definitely a heavy burden here with the Ten of Swords. You could be walking away from a situation. So you could be getting some strong advice that you have a heavy burden to carry. Could be getting some strong advice or giving the strong advice that this is way too much to carry. You could be showing this person compassion and letting them know that this is way too much to carry on your own. You shouldn't be suffering in silence. You could also be getting a message from somebody, perhaps new, that's showing you in a creative way their compassion, and they're going to give you some strong advice that this is not something to carry on your own. So take it as it resonates. We have the Knight of Wands here. That's clarifying the Eight of Wands in the reverse position. There could be a delay of some type of news that was coming in, or a sudden change of plans to somebody that might be traveling toward you by air. Or this could be you traveling towards this person in order to help them, but there could be a delay. We have the Eight of Cups in the reverse positions. That's clarifying the World card, which is a major arcana. The Eight of Cups being reversed. This is really like, taking a risk here in order to fulfill something. So in order to end something, to complete something. So you took a risk in order to end or complete something. It may be, what I'm feeling here is you may know somebody that's going through some type of suffering in silence. They could be using bad habits in order to numb themselves so they feel unfazed. I feel like you're coming in with compassion towards this person. You may be using a new creative way in order to get this person to listen to you. You want to give them some strong advice that this is a very heavy burden to carry if you go down this route. There may be a delay in you getting to this person in time, or there may be a delay for you to give them this message or some sort. There could be some type of delay here. But what you want to tell this person is to stop these bad habits, end this suffering in silence, and get help. You are determined to help this person, is what I'm feeling as the overall. Now, it could be reversed, that there could be somebody in your life that is determined to help you, that you should not be suffering in silence, that you can't be doing this alone. We have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse position in the shadow for what you don't see. You're very closed-minded, or they're closed-minded about being open to what you're saying, though. Perhaps because of their addiction. We also have the Queen of Swords here in the reverse position, too. Yeah. This person could also have a bad temper and run out on you. Like they're not open to listening to you because of the addiction. I just had a flashback of something that I dealt with where you're trying to give love and compassion and try to give strong advice, and the person is just not open to listening to it. No matter how much you try it, no matter how much you cry to them, how much you tell them that you want so much more for them, that this is a very heavy burden to carry. So whether you're the person that is going through this suffering in silence, or you're wanting to help that person, there is help available for you, or You are determined to help this person. It's going to be a struggle to get them to listen, though. Let's pull 2 more here for some advice. What is the advice here, please, Spirit? What is the advice? Somebody needed to hear this today, is what Spirit is saying. What is the advice? What is the advice here, please, Spirit? You have the 7 of Wands. What is the advice? And we have the Death card. Back of the deck, we have the Chariot. So this is very fast-moving energy that's coming in. So this is something that you are dealing with. A very quick-moving energy with the Chariot here in the shadow for what you don't see. We have the 7 of Wands here for advice. This is going to be a struggle, but you're going to help this person. Or if you are the one that is going through this, this is a huge struggle, but you will be victorious. If you listen to this person who's giving you compassion, trying to tell you that you don't want this heavy burden to carry, I feel like with this card, it's telling you to connect to the divine in order to help with the situation. This person I feel like the advice is that this person is going to beat the odds. They will eventually get out of this suffering and silence. We have the Death card in the reverse position, as well as some advice here. There is some type of change that is happening. And it's going to be a wake-up call. Very turbulent change. Whether this person gets in trouble with the authorities or whatever, it's going to make things better, though. There's going to be a huge change for this person. Or this was a huge change for this person that has caused this suffering and silence. But as the advice, there is going to be a huge change, or this person needs to change, a huge change, in order to be divinely connected. This is a very quick moving energy. Something is going to happen is what I'm feeling here. There's an unforeseen, very turbulent change coming in for this situation. And you must give it to God or the divine. With the 7 of Wands here, I feel like it's going to be a good thing, though. This change, this turbulent change that's coming in, is actually going to move them towards a victory. Whoever this is. And it's coming in very quickly. One more, please, Spirit. What is this turbulent change? What is this turbulent change, please? What is this turbulent change? I have 1. So there's going to be a lot of conflict that comes in very quickly. Could be fighting with authority, could be fighting with others. This is going to open their eyes, though. This is going to lead them to victory. One more, please clarify the 5 of Wands. There is conflict coming very quickly. And there's the Devil. Yeah, it's because of these bad habits. Drugs, addictions, toxicities, whatever it is that is numbing this person that is suffering in silence. This could be you. So take heed that this is a warning for you that there is a turbulent change coming in for you if you are going through this. There's going to be conflict that's going to cause a very turbulent change for you because of the addictions, because of the tie to the stuff. You must go within in order to become victorious, connect to the divine in order for you to get out of this situation. If you don't, you're going to be going down a very bad road. You have somebody here that's, or this could be you. You could be trying to help this person from going down this turbulent change. So I feel like the advice is if you don't get connected to the divine, you're going to be going down a very turbulent change. So listen to the advice of the person that's trying to help you, or if you're trying to help this person, hopefully you can get through to them that they need to connect to the divine in order to not go through this turbulent change. This is a very fast-moving energy, so you need to get to this person if you're wanting to give them some advice, but they're going to fight you. They're very bad-tempered, and they're not open to your advice. All you can do is tell them they need to connect to the divine. It's the only way that they're going to get out of this situation and change things. They're going down a very rough road. You're determined to help them, though. So if you are the one that's picked up bad habits because you're suffering in silence, trying to numb your pain, please listen to those that are trying to help you. You don't want to go down this road. There's a very turbulent change coming in very quickly for you if you continue to do this. For those of you that are trying to help somebody with this, all you can do is connect to the divine, and hopefully they will too, to stop this. But, you know, they have free will here. But connecting to the divine is going to help you find that determination in order to keep your own peace. Let's pull a message from the universe to finish up your reading, collective. Yeah, this is a hard one. What is the message from the universe, please, to finish up the reading? Okay, it says focus on what is important to you. Don't give your time or energy to your worries, as this world only amplifies them. Focus on what matters to you most. With every thought, you are creating your future. And I feel like that's what the Seven of Wands is here for. Going within, meditating, manifesting what it is you want your future to look like, or creating what it is, the environment that you want, you must go within. You must also focus on what your energy and what you're giving out, because if you're just sitting here worried, you're only going to amplify the worry. So find peace, love, tranquility, and that's what the energy you'll have. This is the message that I have for you, collective. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. I hope you have a wonderful day today. Please be kind and compassionate to one another. Namaste.